Today we're going to take a look at several multiplayer servers so that you can decide which one might be best for your level of skill and experience. There are several varieties of server: dogfights, dogfights and tanks, training, and dynamic campaigns. And there's a separate section for cooperative gameplay as well. And we'll take a random look at some of these servers. Remember that these servers are worldwide, and you may have trouble trying to connect to some of them if the ping is too high. Your ping in relation to the server is indicated either in red, green, or yellow. So try and choose a server that's close to home. There's more chance that it will be green and you'll have better performance with the game. The Berloga Dogfight server is a fun server to start on. There are two choices for Axis pilots and two choices for Allied pilots. Click on one start point and you'll get your choice of aircraft. Choose your fuel and munitions loadout and you're off to the dogfight. Action here is almost instant and you're placed right into the furball. And for novice pilots, you might try to use the H and I keys to get the icons to help you tell which aircraft are which. Check 6 is a French server, but that doesn't make any difference. In this server we have ground start or air start, and it's a target-rich environment. And on the top right you'll see that it goes to a mission score of 500. The first team to get there wins the event. Personally, I love the rich textures of the Cuban map. And next is the Coconut normal server. Coconut also has an expert server as well. You'll note here we'll look at the date and the time. That'll tell you whether you'll be using winter camouflage or whether you're flying a night mission, and also what the wind component will be. As this is typical of dynamic missions, it has supplies and logistics to move back and forth. There's aircraft transport between airfields, there's truck columns moving supplies, and there are tank columns that move back and forth as well. It's pretty interesting because there are AI patrols and AI ground attacks as well as the human players, so it is quite dynamic. Each turn lasts around 3 hours, and dependent upon success or failure, the front lines will move as well. So it'll be your choice whether you want to be in an offensive role or a defensive role, protecting your own assets. Dynamic campaigns are best played when you have voice comms with the other players on your team. Coconut uses Discord. The expert server is fundamentally the same as the normal server, except there is no GPS navigation and no icons. The difficulty and realism settings are as high as they can go, and the complex engine management is in place. Most of these dynamic servers have their own websites, and some servers will keep statistics of your activities on those servers. It's actually kind of cool. Keeping track of top surviving pilots for the month, top bomber pilots, top fighter pilots, etc. It's a great means to measure your performance against other pilots. You'll notice on the Dogfight server panel that some of the servers have white keys and some have red padlocks. To play on the white key servers, you simply have to go to the website and register with them, and generally it's open to all members of the public. And on the red padlock server, I'm sure you have to drink children's blood and swear your allegiance with your life. If you're just getting started, I'd recommend you go to one of the training servers. Usually find one or two other people there who are willing to try and practice with you. And on that note, I would recommend that if you're a new player, that you go through the campaigns in the game and learn the dynamics of how to play the game and how to fly the aircraft, and then start doing your multiplayer work after that. Make no bones, some of these pilots on the expert servers are excellent. And so try to find a server that suits your abilities and skills and matches with everybody else. When you're at the top of that game, then step up a notch. Well guys, have fun and practice. And if you need to learn how to fly, I've got a whole how to fly series that you could follow. If you've enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like it or subscribe. Or if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment.